Hello students, today our new topic is refining of petroleum. In our previous class, we talked about the petroleum. What is petroleum? How it is obtained from the earth crust, inside the earth crust, because it is present inside the very deep in the earth crust, and a lot more about that. And this is its part 5, chapter number 5 also, and grade 8. The chapter is coal and petroleum. So coming to the our topic, that is refining of petroleum. Firstly, we should know about what is refining of petroleum. Actually, this is a process of separating crude oil, that is called also petroleum, separating crude oil into its component. Into its component means the crude oil consists of several useful products like as naphtha, like as petrol, kerosene, diesel, fuel gases, lubricant, paraffin wax. These are the components of crude oil. So this is a process of separating crude oil into its component by fractional distillation process. It means we separate the components of crude oil by the process of fractional distillation. So this is called refining of petroleum. And here one more thing, that is, what is fractional distillation process? So this is the process of separating a mixture. This is the process of separating a mixture of substance with different boiling points of obtained by this process. Suppose we have a mixture, and in that mixture there are several components present in that, and the component have their different boiling point. So if a mixture has different types of substance having different type of boiling point, then we use this process, that is called fractional distillation process, and by the help of this process we separate the crude oil into its component. The component is, these are the components. You can see that this whole is a refining of petroleum fractionate. This is called a fractionate column. This is called a fractionate column. Okay, and this is called its furnace. This is called its furnace. You can also pause the video and draw this diagram, this whole diagram. So this is furnace, and you can see that here I draw some diagram. This is a tube-like structure present in the furnace, and by the help of this tube we put our crude oil into this furnace, and here the crude oil heated at 400 degrees Celsius. 400 degree Celsius, and after that, just because of it has a number of components present in it have a different boiling point. So this fractional trays, these are called the fractional trays. Okay, and in this column every component has its own boiling point. Suppose, and it has also that if we heated the crude oil at 400 degree Celsius, then it goes into this column, and at different trays it will condense. When we heated the crude oil, then it vaporize and condense at different temperatures. Okay, because its component has its own different boiling points. Suppose if crude oil has petrol in itself, then its boiling point is 40 to 150. So in between this temperature, the vapor condense here and converted into petrol. After that, in the next tray, it converted into kerosene, and the next is converted into, after condense, it become heated and it converted into gases, and gases condense in these different types of trays, we can say that tray, and it condense, and we find and we obtain different type of objects, different type of useful product, like as petrol, kerosene, petrol, naphtha, also called kerosene, diesel, fuel oil, and lastly we obtain lubricating oil, paraffin wax, and one more important thing, that is at very low boiling point at 20 degrees Celsius we obtain the gases, because when we heated the crude oil, it simply converts into gases, and gases go into these columns, and at there it condense and converted into different types of liquid, that is petrol, kerosene, diesel, fuel oil, lubricating oil, paraffin, wax, and gases. Okay, so this is refining of petroleum. You can draw this diagram for your notes, and if you have any problem regarding to this topic, you can ask, and uh, this is all about this lecture. I hope all things are very clear to you. We will meet in our next video. Thank you.